All right, ready. This is another update on my range. I just finished building my shooting table. I built it mostly out of scrap that I had laying around, some old posts and 2x4s for bottom plates in the basement. The only thing I really had to buy was the top decking. It's 5/4 pressure treated lumber. But anyway, I have cleared out my range to 80 feet. That's roughly a little more than 25 yards. The last thing I have to do is I'm going to put a couple 4x4 posts in the ground sticking out about a foot, and I'll spray paint the tops of them like fluorescent orange to show my different distances. And I'm going to start at 20 feet back to where my table is, which is 80 feet. So I'm going to flip it around here, show you what I did. So way down there is the backstop. I loaded the rest of the sand up against it. I'll put a tarp over that to keep it from settling, and that'll just be my go-to when the sand settles from rain and stuff at the in front of the stop. So I broke in the range last weekend. I had a couple buddies come over. Just shot up about probably about 2,000 rounds of 22 and 9 mils. I got some just little 22 play targets down there that we were shooting. The little gong over here, we played a game where starting at 20 feet, these are my temporary markers right here. This is 20 feet, and then I'll show you back to the table. Like I said, it's every 10 feet from there up to the table. And I think I said this before, but this is just a little pistol range and a 22 long rifle range that I have set up here. I have some land, I have enough land to put in a rifle range, but really the pistol is what I like to practice and stay up on a rifle. I feel like I can not shoot it for 2 years and my skill set doesn't diminish, but pistol shooting takes a lot of practice to maintain that accuracy. But anyway, I'm gonna flip it back around. So what we were doing with the little gong, I have a little Ruger Mark IV with the suppressor on it, and we would just take turns. We'd start at the 20 feet, and we'd take 3 shots, and you just take 3 shots until you got back to 80 feet, and whoever had the most hits won the game. And I have another little flag game that I haven't put out yet, but it's also for 22. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm going to put some little markers along here because the leaves cover these up and they have a tendency to move because they're just sitting on top of the ground. But as you can see up there, that is my table. The posts are just some old pressure treated logs. They're like 4.5 inches in diameter. But I have a tendency to overbuild things, so they're about 3.5 feet in the ground, and then concreted. And I was thinking ahead for in case the table were to ever rot. I actually didn't attach the table to the posts. I basically made a frame underneath, and the posts slide into the top of the table. So let me flip it around here if you can see. You can see up underneath there, they just sit inside the holes, and I can just pop it right up if I ever need to replace it and build a new one. And the posts are definitely firmly attached in the ground, and I can park a car on this thing. So I'm going to show you. Ooh, that was a little close up of me. I'll flip it around here and kind of see down range, and not too bad. About as plumb and level as you can get for something like this. That's definitely close enough for me. But yeah, can't wait to get get a couple more of my guns out. On a side note, just ordered an AK-9 from a company called Palmetto State Armories with a little 4-inch barrel. It takes Glock mags, and I'll suppress that as well. Just a fun little gun to, send some lead downrange with, and it could be a really good defensive weapon too. It's built off of an AR platform, but like I said, it's chambered in 9mm. But yeah, when I get that in, I'll make a video on it. But this is it so far. Getting done, almost done. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.